and this is Family Magic Weekly, where we usually would hopefully at some point have a clever little catchphrase to say about the channel, but I'm still working on that and don't have anything this week.
Okay, so this week we're starting a two-part video. We are going to be doing our 12 favorite restaurants at Disney. We're going to break it up and do 6 for you this week and 6 for you next week. This all started because friends got a Facebook post about the bucket list restaurants for Disney, and as I read through it, I thought, I have to disagree with most of the restaurants on this list, and it seemed like the cliche list, and we've eaten at enough places that our lists tend to be a lot different than the cliche list that you tend to see with the same 6 or 7 restaurants on them.
Right.
A lot of the restaurants we tend to suggest to people and enjoy the most are ones that frequent Disney goers don't even know exist.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, we'll start with, they're not in any particular order.
No, it's just like you said, 6 this week, 6 next week. So the first one we're going to talk about is Jika, which is at Animal Kingdom Lodge in the Jumbo House. I believe it's right across from Boma downstairs.
Yes.
Is that accurate? Yeah.
And if you watched our video about our favorite resorts, we mentioned that one of the reasons we love Animal Kingdom Lodge is because the restaurants are so good. And I think Jika, even though we're not ranking them, might be one of our, the favorite restaurant for us. Yeah. It's a must every time
you can't, whether you're in Jumbo House or whether you're at Kidani Village, you really can't go wrong with any of the restaurants. But for us, Jika's the signature dining restaurant. It's a little fancier.
There is a dress code.
There is a dress code. I don't know whether it's the norm, but on one of the days that we went there, we had just left Universal Studios and we're looking for a last minute reservation. There was a reservation at Jika. I was dressed like a slob, but they were willing to make an exception for us. But it didn't seem like it was a foregone conclusion that they were going to let us do it.
Yeah.
But luckily we were able to get in.
We let them know that that was the day that we were changing resorts and we didn't have access to our clothes to go back and make a change. So unless we were purchasing a new outfit, it wasn't happening.
Right.
Inside, there are a lot of things that I love, both atmosphere and food about Jika. The atmosphere, it's as he said, signature dining. It's a fancier restaurant. The lighting in the restaurant, it goes with the sunset, so it's a very beautiful orange red lighting that goes slowly, changes throughout the restaurant. They also boast, and I love, that they offer the largest selection of African wines outside of Africa. Mm-hmm. Some very good Rieslings I've had.
Right. The menu's different but accessible. There's things like, I know Amanda's had filet. They have scallops, things of that nature. There are some more adventurous things. If you're a fan of wild game, like I am, I believe it was a little while since we went there. I believe it was a wild boar appetizer, which was very good. There's enough. There's enough options there. So it's Disney, so you're going to be able to get something for your kids, so you don't have to worry about that. It's probably not the most comfortable atmosphere for you to have, but you get screaming at the table.
But we did take William, and he was good, and he enjoyed his meal.
Yeah, but like I said, at Disney, you're bound to expect that at any restaurant, so there really isn't a need to be totally self-conscious about it. However, if you were to rank the restaurants in terms of hoity-toityness, I guess it's a little hoity-toity. But overall, it's nothing you should be too worried about. After all, they have giraffes in their backyard. How fancy could it be?
I think one of the things we like about it is it's an opportunity for us to have a nice meal and bring the kids, because we don't really get to do nice meals that much anymore. And we're not going to take them into a fancy restaurant here at home because people are going to be like, why are you bringing your kids? Whereas it's Disney, it's acceptable. People are going to know that you're going to have your kids.
Yeah. That being said, do what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So next on our list.
Next on our list is Beer Garden, which is obviously in Germany in the World Showcase at Epcot. Just a lot of fun. Great for kids.
I think it's William's favorite restaurant.
Yeah, they have a show I guess it's going to be every 45 minutes or so, where a
little more.
Every hour. So like at any
you
point
get to
in
see
an
one
hour.
full show while you're eating dinner.
Yeah, where they have the German Oompa band, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
They play, the long Alpine horn.
And the bells.
They play bells. There's dancing.
They invite you to come down and dance.
The food's an underrated cuisine as far as I'm concerned. I love German food. It's a lot of pork. It's a lot of sausages. Some
a lot of potato.
A lot of potatoes. Some schnitzel, which is a pounded veal cutlet. And it's a buffet, so it's all you can eat. They have all those things. They have sauerbraten. If you're familiar with German food, you know these things I'm talking about. Basically, anything that you would see at your normal German restaurant, they basically have.
However, also it being Disney, they also are accommodating to people.
Yeah, so you're gonna get chicken fingers.
Yeah.
Macaroni and cheese. Yeah.
It is a beer garden proper table setting. If you are not a party of 8, you are going to get paired with other people.
Yeah.
You get to, which we find really fun. We get
Right.
to meet new people and talk. We were 3 with a table with a party of like 5 last time.
Both times we've been there, we've been outnumbered.
Very much so.
Yeah.
But it's nice, and it's how you meet your neighbors, and they call you by ticket and they sit you.
Mm-hmm.
We've made sure to go back with William because he loved it, and it's if you have those young antsy kids,
mm-hmm.
it's a very good distraction while they're clapping along with the music. You have a chance to eat and drink a very largely proportioned beer.
Yeah, or 2. It's kind of become one must do on our list.
Yeah.
With kids, it's a lot of fun.
So next one we just kind of stumbled upon this one. It's the Maya Grill. It's at Coronado Springs. This was one of those we didn't have a reservation because we didn't know what the day was going to be like, and we were able to snag it. Hadn't really heard much about it, and we had a car, so it was a quick, easy drive, and we ended up loving it.
Yeah.
The restaurant was empty, which was surprising.
Yeah. So it's easy to get a reservation. They have music, which is great with kids, as we mentioned with the beer garden. It's just something visually for them to lock on to and like do some dancing and or whatever they want to do. I seem to recall they had like a jalapeno corn muffin
the corn
basket,
bread,
which was good. Wasn't too spicy. William was able to eat them. I was able to eat them. I'm probably weaker with spicy food than he is. I was able to eat them.
It was good. They were very good. I think was that the day that we were in the car all day? It might have been.
It was the day that we arrived.
So we had an antsy toddler on our hands.
And no dinner reservation.
And
all the planning, and that's one thing
because we didn't know what time we were getting in.
That's true. Yeah.
So we also didn't. We got there at lunchtime, and we didn't expect that either.
Yeah.
But the wait staff was great. I think at that point there was someone in training, but it was just, and the meal was really good. Mm-hmm. I was really surprised. Don't hear much about it, but definitely a very good one. I would put as far as if you're going for like a Mexican meal, I'd probably put it ahead of anything that we've had at the Mexico Pavilion in Epcot.
Yeah, very good. I did like a mini fajitas, which were very good. The next one is Tusker House.
So this one is character dining at Animal Kingdom. And I think my number one tip about Tusker House, I think we've tried to do it both times, is Tusker House opens before the parks for breakfast, unless there's extra magic hours in the morning. And we try to get the first round of reservations because it gets you into the park earlier. And instead of cutting into park time, you kind of just get an earlier start, which we tend to get with a toddler anyway.
Right.
They're not going to be sleeping till 9 or 10, so why not get an 8
Neither
o'clock?
are you if they're in your bed.
So why not get that first reservation and then you can head straight from breakfast to those fast passes that you have, or even go directly to the safari and get on before there's a wait. So Tusker House, we like it because it is a character meal. It is a buffet, but it's not the typical character meal buffet.
There are the typical items that you would see at Chef Mickey's or some of the other buffet breakfasts. However, they do put some more African-themed dishes out as well. I believe that you get a roasted ham.
Like a hash.
You get it's like a cornmeal hash, which is very good. It's not entirely it's not entirely non traditional American breakfast, because they do have those things, like I said. But you'll
definitely find your Mickey waffles there.
Yeah, you'll just get like 4 or 5 different items that you're not going to see at those other places, which is nice. We don't tend to do a lot of huge breakfasts when we're there, which is one of our time-saving tips that we'll be talking about later. But when we do, this is a nice one.
Which ends up saving us time, because usually we're full enough that lunch becomes a snack at oh my gosh, where do we like to go in Animal Kingdom? The market. Harambe. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, you're right.
Wasn't Harambe that gorilla that got shot?
Yes, but it's also a place.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, yeah. So to round out our 6th restaurant for this week, we're going to go with California Grill. California Grill is at the top of the Contemporary. Actually, that space, a little history of that space, the Contemporary, when the hotel opened, it was actually a dinner theater where they actually used to have headline acts up there, where you would go, and it was like a fancy night out at the resort. After that, I believe there was a period of time where it was actually where the breakfast that became Chef Mickey's took place. They would actually do the buffet and the character meet and greets up there. And more recently than that, it's become the California Grill, which is the restaurant that we went to my first trip there. And it's left such an impression on us that even though we haven't been back, it still is in the forefront of our minds as one of the best meals that we've ever had there.
So when we went in 2013, it was closed for renovations, excuse me. And then when we went last time, it was just sort of one of those days where you just knew that the sit-down dinner wasn't going to cut it.
It was time to pull an audible. Yeah.
So we kind of bailed on the California Grill reservations, but there's so much that we love about it. The food is phenomenal. At least it was last time we were there. And the views are incredible.
Yeah, the views are. It's a quintessential Disney dining experience. The views. If you can get there, if the time of year and the reservation permits it, if you can get there as the sun starts to go down, it's nice. If you're there a little before that, I think the sun can be a little blinding in there at times.
So I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
What a lot of people don't know about the California Grill is that the day that you have your reservations, no matter what time it is, you can bring your receipt back, and you can go out onto the catwalk, since it is the roof, and they pump in the music for wishes.
Right.
And you can go to the bar, order a drink, walk out on that catwalk, and enjoy the wishes show, hear it, see it with alcohol in your hands.
Taste it.
Which is pretty much the experience that you can get at the Top of the World Lounge without being a DVC member.
Right. On top of that, the food's good. They have it's an open kitchen, which is neat. So you have that aspect of the atmosphere. They have at least when we were there, they had a sushi menu. So you get sushi. I believe my meal was a veal porterhouse, which a porterhouse cut of veal is not something you'd normally see. So it's some familiar items, but done in a way you wouldn't necessarily always see. Again, can't recommend it enough. If you're looking for a nice signature Disney dining experience, and you're going to be in that area that evening, even if you can't get a reservation while the fireworks are going on, you can always come back. So that's something to keep in mind.
Something to note with California Grill is it's another one of those restaurants that has a dress code, and I believe they are a little stricter on keeping that dress code. So it's no tank tops, kind of deal. No muscle shirts for the guys. So so those are our 6 for this week.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. And let us know what you hope to see from us next week, because we've already got that list all written up and ready.
Yeah, we have that list ready. These are by far these are far from the only 2 videos we're going to be doing on dining. You know, we're going to look at dining from all different angles. As always, check us out on Twitter, Family Magic WKLY, on Facebook, Family Magic Weekly, Instagram at Family Magic Weekly, Pinterest. No? You sit down.
No, yeah.
Yeah. She did say last week.
Yes, no, I'm
Made a big
working
deal
on
of
it. I'm still working on the kinks.
And I'm still on the PlayStation Network.
And Facebook. Did you say Facebook?
I did say Facebook.
Yeah. All right, we're everywhere.
That's it. So until next week, be careful. Right?
Right.
You can say be careful. That's a nice thing to say. Be careful.